Hello, everyone. This is Rick. I was in a lot of anguish most of today and much of yesterday evening. I did a video that I posted yesterday about the once saved, always saved doctrine of men. And I read the comments. The comments started pouring in. And frankly, I was shocked. They were all very civil, but they were all spiritually hurtful and put me in a great deal of anguish. It was as if they didn't even listen to the video. They had twisted my words around so much, and I can't even begin to tell you some of the things that were said, but it started me thinking, and in my meditation and prayer in this anguish that I was in, wondering how Christians could say things like this to each other, thinking they're being nice, thinking they're correcting out of love. It dawned on me, and I realized that this happens every day throughout the Christian community all over the world. And it suddenly became a bigger picture than my little personal problem here. It's a picture of how Christians react to other Christians when they come across something they either disagree with, misunderstand. They either are living in the world or in the spirit. Those are the only two options we have. We either embrace the spirit of this world, which is governed by the prince of this world, which is Satan, or we embrace the Holy Spirit of God. And it is one of these two spiritual lives that we lead that determines how we view our religion, our Christianity, how we view Christ. And if you're viewing it from the terms of the world, you're in deception. If you're viewing it through the Holy Spirit and drawing close to Christ, He will reveal to you those truths as they happen. Now, how do you know the difference? In this video, I want to talk about how to tell within yourself, not in others, because you don't know anybody else's heart. So let's stop this bickering at each other and calling out each other. We're not called to correct each other. That is not scriptural. From the Spirit's perspective, it is from the world's perspective. It is a twisted and perverted version of God's intent. So I'm not even going to debate that. If you want to throw that down there, don't expect an answer because you're not going to get it. There was no answers to any of the comments in my other video. We're not called to do that. So how can you tell for yourself personally? And this is what you need to focus on is you, not the other guy. If you're living in a worldly spirit, or are you drawn close to Christ and learning to listen to the Holy Spirit? One, if you hear something you disagree with, do you get angry, or do you just have a need to strike back with Bible verses and words to show that you are right and they are wrong? Even if you think you're not angry, you might want to consider you're living in this world. Don't call it righteous anger, because it's not. Righteous anger does not manifest itself that way. If you are walking in the Spirit, drawing close to Christ and learning to listen to Him, you will get anguished in your heart. You will get grieved. You will feel a great sense of spiritual sadness. I'm not talking about the emotional sadness. I'm talking about the spiritual sadness. And that's how you can tell within yourself. Be wise as serpents and gentle as sheep, and learn to listen. Even if it's something you don't want to hear or you don't like to hear, listen to what the Spirit tells you. If there is conflict, it is because there is a deception that is conflicting with the truth in the Holy Spirit, and that can only be resolved through prayer to Christ, to get the Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of God in Him to tell you what is wrong, what is right, and to sort it all out in your life. You already know the Bible. You already know the verses. There's no sense going back over them. Pray on it. That is the one thing that most worldly Christians will not do. They are always right. and they always pray for everyone else to be as right as they are. Until next time, God bless.